So it's Keith from Divorce the Horse here, and we're going to do a little flood follow-up today. Going to look at the Mississippi River in Hastings and show you where that river is. It's going to blow your mind, guys, compared to where it was 2 weeks ago. And then also show you how this has affected the Vermilion River. Remember the one from last week with the big waterfall that was twice as, as wide as it normally is? I want to show you what that's done downstream. So come along with me today in the Betty, and we'll take a look. Guys, it's really windy today, so you have to put up with that. Sorry about that. Hastings, Minnesota. And as you can see, the mighty Mississippi is well above where she belongs. Now, those cement pillars right there usually have a set of stairs that go down to the waterfront. Underwater. And so is that observation deck down there. So we're going to hike on over there and take a better look. I was going to take a walk up the river, or up the path, excuse me, and the river is kind of in the way. Now making a scenic statue water garden. Now we know how it feels in Atlantis, eh, boys? Here's that observation area that I told you about. The one that's usually 8 or 9 feet above the water. And look at that traffic jam of logs. And that is another observation area, and usually it's another 8 or 9 feet down to the water from the bottom edge of this. So that's how far up we are. And just check this out. Isn't this incredible? This is the Hastings Lift Bridge. There is no way a barge could get under there today, not being this high, even as high as it could lift. It's not happening. And just the power of Mother Nature, you guys. Isn't it wonderful? This is just a sample of how fast this river is really moving. This is the Mississippi, guys. Now remember that road that I told you is sometimes flooded and closed when it gets really bad down here in Hastings? Well, let's just walk right up to the water's edge here and, as they say, see what we can see. Wow, huh? That road there, let me see if I can zoom in here. That road is easily on average of about 11 to 15 feet above the water line. Just incredible. Totally flooded out there. Now we're approaching the other side of that flooded road that we just looked at, and we're going to see if any homes are affected down here by the river front. A lot of times it is. Let's see. Oh yeah, that guy's house, water. Here. Yeah, let's look here. Definitely water in these guys' basement, the backyard along the river. Mississippi flooding right here, you guys. This is a winery. They were underwater and had to get their stuff out couple of weeks, about like 3 or 4 days ago. Look at all that water. In that backyard right there. Can you see that? Flooded. Get all over the place today. Wow. Backyard over there. So the last time it flooded this much, it was 2014. So not too long ago. It seems worse this year for some reason. I don't know why. Look at these people. They got a dock in their backyard. Let's zoom in on that. Now, these guys usually do have a dock back there. But normally they can reach it. Kind of an important detail there. Hi, puppy. So we're going to take a little road trip here down the road and head to the backwaters of the Mississippi and the Vermilion River, so you guys can check that out. It's going to be pretty cool. We're just going to turn off, and you're going to be amazed at what you see up the road, you guys. That little tiny river in Hastings, not the one we saw in the Mississippi, but the one with the waterfall park that I showed you last week. That is down to normal, and it's only like 25 feet across in Hastings. But 15 miles south, the floodwaters have reached epic proportions down here. We're going to pull over right up here and get a better view. And you can see it down here on this side too. See this? This is the bridge. Little one-lane bridge. We were on that about a week ago. And can you see? This is the forest. This is the Mississippi River, or the Vermilion River, excuse me, which belongs pretty much just under this little bridge here. So this is the parking lot. This is the parking lot where you normally go to go to the river. And where that tree section is right there, well, that's where the boat launch normally is. So this is normally dry land. You can kind of see some posted signs. Let me see if I can zoom in on them far enough. You see them down there, kind of in the dead center of the screen, right about there. Yep, those are posted signs. You know, the standard clean your boat off, no fishing without a license kind of things. Little square signs that's about 4 feet off the ground. Not anymore. Remember that tiny little river? We're on the bridge now, and this bankment here is where the land usually is. And it usually only goes across to those trees directly over there. As you can see, those are all underwater. So normally the riverbank is between these trees, wide, maybe about 7 or 8 feet deep tops. This is that little river that was 20 feet across in Hastings with the rapids that I showed you a couple weeks ago. And just look how far it goes. That woods, I'm going to drive around and you're going to be amazed. Because that woods goes on for miles, and so does the water. So when we drive around the corner here, you're going to see how far this river has progressed past its banks. It's going to blow your mind. So this is the other side of the bridge. As you can see, this whole woods is flooded for miles and miles and miles and miles. And you'll be amazed. Normally, this river is only as wide as the tree line, okay? And it's maybe, like I say, 8 or 9 feet deep, usually 4 or 5 in a lot of places. Not a very deep river. This goes out into the woods, that direction, and that direction, literally for 15, 20 miles. It's just incredible. So now I'm going to take you up around the corner. Those little things on the side of the road in case you fall asleep. That's what that is. I drive with the window down, but then you couldn't hear me. So I apologize for the glare. But look at how far into this forest this water goes. Look at this. Is on both sides of the road, guys. This is flooded across the road, as you can see up ahead here. It is underneath, you know, through the culverts and such. But just an incredible flood water, very deep. This is that little tiny river I was telling you about, the Vermilion River in Hastings. Imagine what the Mississippi, you saw what the Mississippi will do. This is a farmer's field. Normally this is underwater, but not to this degree and not to this distance. It's been a long time, I'd say at least 10, 12 years since I've seen the water up this far along the road. Blocking the M3. You're coming up here. I'll let you take a peek down the side road there. You can't really see too much there, but already, that's the side of the river. We're basically 3 or 4 miles inland, and that is the size of the river. That little tiny one that I told you about, the Vermilion, yeah, look where it's at. Normally the water just passes under this bridge. You can see it goes much farther than that in all directions. That is all floodwater, guys. This is normally forest on this side of the street. Look how far this goes. Floodwaters. Incredible. If you look really close after we pass this little bridge, this stream is really not even as wide as this bridge normally is, but it's just a continuation of what we just saw. Check out that little house down there. Flooded. So what did you think about our little adventure today, guys? Obviously, nature is an incredible thing. And this is one of the things you get to witness firsthand, living in the van life. You know, you're out and about a lot more on your days off or whatever, or in general, if you're just living out of the van. I work full-time and basically live out of the van in the summer months up here in the upper Midwest because of my asthma. And this is just the beginning of the season. We're going to show you so much more with nature in the Minnesota Hastings area and kind of south there and all over the place. Thanks for watching our videos here. Be sure you to subscribe, you know, that button right down there. Like and share. The more members we have, the closer we'll get to the point where I'll get paid for people watching my videos, and then I can start buying some stuff to test and do some giveaways. And that's kind of the plan with that. So just remember what this channel to be about. Not me, not just me, but you, the viewer. All of us together in this wonderful adventure called life. Thanks for watching. Take care, guys. Till next time. Keep up the good fight. Love you.